The Meitheal Youth Leadership Programme was founded in Kildare and Leighlin Diocese in the early 1990s. Scala first piloted Meitheal in the dioceses of Cork and Ross in 1992. It has grown significantly since then. At present, transition year students from 18 schools in Cork City and County are taking part. The Irish word Meitheal describes the old Irish tradition where people in rural communities gathered together on a neighbour's farm to help save the hay or some other crop. People saw a need locally and tried to respond practically to that need. They acted as a team, and everybody benefited in some way. This built up strong friendships and respect amongst those involved in the Meitheal. Through the Meitheal Leadership Programme, a small team of young people is empowered to identify needs in their school and to use their own initiative and talents to respond to these needs in a practical way. Meitheal is an opportunity for each member to grow in awareness of themselves and in the needs of others. Meitheal is not about focusing on standards, major events or results. It is about young people doing their best, caring for each other and the students with whom they work.
Like yourselves, come here, you're in the first day of your training. By the end of these 4 days, you're going to be very different people. We see it, we see the transformation over these 4 days. And then when you go to work throughout the year, you will actually come out and be completely different people. So what is it that makes people change? What is it that is the spirit of Meitheal that actually brings people along? We don't know, to tell you the truth.
Meitheal is a programme, it's based on some old story about Irish farmers helping one another sow seeds and gather crops and stuff so that they would get more done as a team instead of doing it individually. And I think the Meitheal is trying to bring that idea into schools and help everybody work together as a community instead of being isolated, and if anyone felt alone or if anyone needed any help, the Meitheal team were there to help them and to just bring everybody together.
We didn't choose our team, so we didn't choose who we're going to be with, and we're just kind of put all together, but it's surprising how well we all get on now. And even now, if you look at us when we're having lunch, it's not the school groups aren't sitting together, they're all mixed, there's no problems with anyone. And everyone just gets on so well now, it's great.
Oh, they're lovely, they really are. Like, everyone that I've met has been really nice and has been helping everyone else, so it's very good.
The spirituality that is the basis of Meitheal comes from the prophet Micah. Thousands of years ago, he was concerned that people's needs were not being met because of greed and selfishness. When this happens, the whole community suffers. His life philosophy was simple. Act justly, love tenderly, walk humbly with your God. If we live by this, we become people of justice, compassion and humility. We become real leaders. Transition year students apply to be members of the Meitheal team. Interviews are conducted by the Scala team and they select candidates for training. The hope is to select a diverse team of personalities, skills and interests who can work together for the good of the students of their school. Training in leadership skills takes place over 4 days in late April to early May. Students are trained in how to conduct meetings, group dynamics, facilitation and teamwork. These are life skills that they will use beyond Meitheal. They are passed on to the young people by trained facilitators in a fun, dynamic and interactive way. New Meitheal teams are commissioned in late August, before they return to school. Each team gives a 1-year commitment to Meitheal, handing over responsibility to a new Meitheal team at the end of 5th year.
They give you lots of freedom here and they just instruct you, they don't tell you what to do. So, you can kind of develop your personality a lot.
They're not, as they say, they're a leader, they're not telling us exactly what to do. They're just sort of leading us in the right direction. We're allowed to sort of bring our own personality and we're sort of encouraged to sort of expand our personality and expand everything else.
I was kind of thinking that it might be a bit boring, but it wasn't. It was a good laugh. And there's a lot of kind of hands-on work, making the posters and things like that. It's fun.
I thought it was going to be more us listening to the instructors, sitting down and talking, but it's way more like playing fun games and stuff. It's really good.
Meitheal team members have a close relationship with Scala and teams from the other schools. During the year, they gather monthly to evaluate how things are going and to exchange ideas. The social side of Meitheal is very important too. All team members gather at Scala for the Halloween and Christmas party. In February, Meitheal Madness is one of the highlights of the year. Finally, in April, successful team members will be awarded their Certificate of Merit at a graduation celebration to which family and friends are invited. The Meitheal Leadership Programme has trained and benefited over 1,800 young people since it began in 1992. Not to mention the tens of thousands of students whose school life has improved through the efforts of Meitheal teams.
I've definitely gained a lot more confidence about talking in groups and a lot more knowledge of what my role as a Meitheal member actually is. And just communication skills are a lot better improved, like listening and talking effectively and getting my point across without fighting or shouting.
It's really good for team building and making new friends and things, and it's just a great way to get to know everyone. A lot of people before, they just knew each other from school, and now they know each other, what they're like, what personalities they are, and all that.
It's something that I've really enjoyed, and I think it's advantageous to everyone as long as you're willing to work with it and you're open-minded. I think it's brilliant for everyone. It's a good experience.
Yeah, I think the whole week has really made everyone mature, and I feel that I have learned a lot about myself and what kind of person I am and what kind of personality I have and how to work well with my team and what my strengths and weaknesses are.
I think from coming to Meitheal, I think I'm a more open person now. I find it easier to speak to people, and I've learned to be more structured and organised. We get to sit down with different people at lunchtime, and we get to talk to lots of different people from lots of different schools, and it's an opportunity I wouldn't have had if I didn't come to Meitheal.
It's good fun, and as well, I think being part of the Meitheal team is just a good idea, for the CV and stuff like that, and as well the 3 days off school is always good as well.
This is an opportunity to allow yourself to be transformed, to grow in confidence, broaden your experience, meet new friends and contacts, and gain invaluable life skills in leadership that will make a difference not only in your life, but in the lives of others around you.